I'm Robin Meek, and this is Rhonda Van Hoos. She and I actually co-wrote this grant because we found that our problem of practice is that 53% of our students that are enrolling in kindergarten are don't have the required readiness for kindergarten. And so I decided to focus on letters and sound production, and Rhonda decided to do
language communication skills.
Yeah, you want to just hold that?
I will. I'll hold it. Hit the thing. We asked for 3 iPads and headphones to go with those iPads. And our students, we identified our problem. Every kindergarten is Brigance screened when they come into kindergarten. And some of those kids, as stated earlier by the other kindergarten teacher, they're 4 years old up until October, which that does change this year. They have to be 4 about August 1st. So our problem is identified by that Brigance screener. We Briganced them, we observe them, we pre-assess them, and we saw that they were not ready for kindergarten skills. So we used our iPads with reading eggs, and Miss Meek has a list of our...
I have some apps that we were able to use. We did magnetic letters, and it's just like letters that you would use on the refrigerator, but it's on the iPad, and they're colorful, and you can pull them up, they can spell, they can do lots of different things with them. And we used whiteboards. You can pull whiteboards up, and they can trace and write letters and do different things with that. We used Eggy Words, which is a part of Reading Eggs. We did Eggy Spelling, ABC Mouse, and there's a program called Quiver that's augmented reality, and there's a section on letters, and the students color pictures, color the letters, and when you use the iPad over it, like if it's letter A, an alligator will jump up and be on the paper. It's really cute, but it's Quiver, and it's something that the children love to do.
Those were free apps that we used, but we also are very blessed with our administrators who will purchase websites and things for us, and we purchased Reading Eggs for reading skills, and we purchased Math Seeds. Reading Eggs is like an updated version of Breakthrough to Literacy that a lot of teachers used to use, like with my kids. So we also used our Reading Eggs. Once those children got their iPads, they learned to log themselves in. So when we have our NTI days on snow days or non-traditional instruction days, they could log themselves in. Their parents didn't have to be like, oh, let me log you into your Reading Eggs. They learned their password. They learned their username. So they were able to log themselves in, which was a big help to the parents during that. So, and adults can't log themselves into some programs. So it's, also helping them be college and career ready at a young age of kindergarten. So, go on to the next one. We saw that, go to the next one. I like it better, I think. Oh, our words aren't up there. In August, 6% of our 47 kindergartners knew uppercase letters. 2% knew all their lowercase letters. And 0 of those kids knew their sounds. So we got our iPads in October. And in December, we tested again, and it went from 6% knowing uppercase letters to 32% knowing uppercase letters, 15% from 2%, and 32% from 0% knowing those sounds. And then in March, we checked them again, and 75% of our kids knows uppercase letters, 64 and 64 know lowercase and sounds. So 75% increase from a 6%, that's just amazing, I thought.
And the way we did that, we had students who knew some of them. They might know 10 or they might know 3, but we put that they had to know every one of them in order to go into the data, is what we used. So we had not one student out of 47 knew all their sounds. But, we had kids, like she said, that knew 20 sometimes or 10, but I think that shows a really good increase. And by using the iPad and the headphones, we got headphones also, it kept the students more engaged in what they were doing. We work in an open classroom, and we collaborate a lot. And so there's a lot of distractions. And having the iPads and having the headphones and then working over, quietly by themselves, I think they're more engaged And I think it really helped them pick up on their letters and sounds.
By open classroom, there's two kindergarten classes and 2 Head Start classes in one big room. So it really cut down on our distractions. And our next steps is that we are just going to continue to use these iPads and hopefully maybe get more in the future, because they are reading leveled readers now. We just had a poetry festival. Children are able to stand up and recite. They have that confidence to stand up and recite a poem, and we've got poetry winners that are going to compete. And the next one should be a little girl, Ella Beth. This is Ella Beth. I don't know how to start it. This is Ella Beth. When she came in, she knew all of her letters uppercase. She didn't know all of her lowercase, and she didn't know any sounds. But now, whoa. It should be Elabeth reading a leveled reader, because she can now sound out words after learning her letters and sounds. She can sound out her words, and she can read these leveled readers that are on her level, and she's leaps and bounds. And we made glogs with the help of our amazing technology integration specialist, Miss Lisa. She helped us do glogs, and they did presentations with them and animotos, and they loved seeing themselves like a heart. We did a heart thing for Heart Month, and she had a heart, and they told what they did to make themselves healthy and help their heart, and they could see these little lips on this heart, and they loved it. And here they are, hard at work with their iPads.
Does anybody have any questions?